Hello.
All right. Looks like looks like the microphone's working. Um what do I want to say here? So, I did a perfectly reasonable job of sleeping last night. I got to sleep. I woke up at 8 a.m. and then I like didn't I was like pretty determined not to waste any time today. Just went straight to the breakfast shop, get going with Wi-Fi, and then to the 7-Eleven that has Wi-Fi, and then to another breakfast shop that has Wi-Fi. Um, however, I did get a phone call from I got a phone call from my daughter, and I talked to her, and then I got a phone call from Willie, and I talked to him, and that's fine. I don't mind talking to either one of those people, but they it was a little it's it was fine. I was gonna say that it sort of distracted me from my goal of the day, but honestly, it didn't really. I don't think so. I don't think it really did at all, actually. Um, but I was looking through these SEO articles, which I'll go ahead and pull up on here right now. And I also got I do have my coffee right here, but I'm getting sleepy already. So I was looking through these SEO articles, and on one of them, uh, guy left like there was like a chat bot on the website, and when you click on the chat bot, there, damn it, I knew this would happen. If I came home, I would get and want to take a nap. Uh, so you pull up the chat bot, then it brings up their WhatsApp. So I said to this guy, "Hey, would you be interested in my A bots?" And he was like, "Not interested." That's how he responded. Not interested. Got pissed off, which is good. It's good. I mean, the going out and going to the same place I went to yesterday intentionally and then coming home quickly as possible, uh, is like and then it's good that I'm like it's kinda miserable, but it's like I'm creating this misery on purpose so that I can just focus. Because honestly, at the end of the day, anything other than building this business is a waste of time, and so I am building a business, am I? And then, but anyways, I got so that's the desperation, and then the anger is like, "Yeah, what the fuck?" This guy, he just it's just like not interested. Like, you don't even know what the fuck you're not interested in, you dumbass. You don't even know what are you even saying no to? Give me a reason. Give me any fucking reason. Which I understand, like this anger where this is irrational. It's my fault. The way that I said it, the way that I said things, the way I did things was not the right way to go about it, um, or something. I don't know. Or something. I don't know. But I guess, whether it's poker or Clash Royale or anything that I've ever gotten, even Chinese, anything I've ever gotten good at in my life, there had where you go through the anger. Because if you don't get angry, you're not even trying. You don't even care. Now that doesn't the anger is the answer. You have to get past the anger and start looking at, oh, what did I actually do wrong? Uh, you know, which in this case, there's a lot of things that I did wrong. And I know I did something wrong, but I just can't like click into like the frame of mind where I did something wrong. I don't know. And then there's the desperation, just like, please, somebody, anybody, can anybody out there just, if like where it's like where you get to the point where you're like, I'm not even trying to sell, I'm just trying to get somebody, anybody to be willing to like look at what I'm offering. Just look at what I'm offering. That's all. And give me feedback. Just give me. Can I even get fucking feedback? Can I just get some feedback? Just feedback. I can't even get feedback. I think like if he says not interested, like that doesn't tell me anything useful at all about my product, about like product market fit. I got this thinking that it had like a lot of vegetables in it. I think the other one was better actually. This says that the total juice 50% from vegetable and fruit sources, but that doesn't mean I was looking for like vegetable. No, I'm always like, I swear, like the way that okay, okay, the way that they make it look in the picture is like as if it's supposed to come out as a square. Anyways, I went absolutely ape shit buying buying snacks at 7-Eleven. I don't know why. It was stupid. It was stupid actually, because I mean, hey, if you're gonna buy snacks at 7-Eleven, I spent like $15. Oh, I spent $15 at the grocery store. I feel like plenty of people in the world wouldn't think twice about spending 15. I mean, that was like a terrible investment. Anyways, um, so I was gonna look through some more of these articles. I already looked through these articles today. I should truly, truly, truly get on with making the Taiwan directory. And this is probably like just procrastinating. And then, um, by the way, the directory is probably just procrastinating from calling these companies. I could just call them, but I mean, if I just call them, and the issue is, this is what I went there for. See if it could maybe clear me out. But I ended up buying a whole bunch of other stuff too. Almond strips and fish. Fish. Very good. Macadamia trail mix. Eating whole entire little dried pieces of fish is weird. Damn it. I should have taken a second longer when I open this. Because there we go. Lucky. These things are not very full. It's been a long enough to eat a macadamia nut since I was on EBT many years ago. So this is probably procrastinating and just to build a directory, which is probably another form of procrastination. And honestly, I'm kind of mentally preparing myself to procrastinate by going through my YouTube videos. Or maybe I'll do some YouTube and Clash Royale. Or maybe I'll take a nap. So it's just procrastination inside of procrastination. But I do kind of like that whole, because here's the issue. You don't procrastinate because I want it to be systematic. Like if I'm doing something because it's like I'm forcing myself to do it, then it's not, am I really going to go back and do it again? I just wanted to look through this article because um, there were some things about it that I thought were actually quite informative. I mean, when they're talking about enterprise SEO, the scale of the operation, truly, enterprise actually, come to think of it, um, you know, this is sort of like this is relevant to my Taiwan directory. Like, who can do standard SEO and who could do enterprise SEO? Because enterprise SEO, like, yeah, if you've got a small business and there's like a dozen, a few, like they've got 20 pages, that's one thing. But you got hundreds, you got thousands of pages, you have many domains, you have subdomains, um, each with multiple countries and languages. You got thousands of location pages, you have many Google business profiles. Like, how do you handle all of that? That's a lot to handle. Um, and so, how do you even manage such a large task? And what sort of an SEO company is going to be capable of managing a task like that? So that's a thing that I should take into consideration and include in my directory. So I think that's really all I wanted to. I just wanted to take a note. Oh my god, what is making me cough in here? I was not coughing when I was outside. Okay, let's go back to in there. Just hopefully I will remember why I'm leaving it in there. I'm leaving it in there as a reminder that for these Taiwan SEO agencies, what I should be doing is evaluating whether they are capable of enterprise SEO. And if I need to review the definition of enterprise SEO, I can look at that article. Okay, here's the top generative engine optimization agencies. from First Page Sage? Number one, obviously, First Page Sage. Hmm. Oops. Share this. Yep. This is actually quite an interesting little breakdown of how they evaluated. I mean, obviously, they manipulated the evaluation metrics so that they could come out number one, but 30% notable clients, leadership experience score, average customer review score, whether or not it's founder led, and then media references. And then they just like grabbed random competitors that they would come out well against. But hey, look, they give the link to them. So that's good, at least. All right. That's basically more or less exactly what I was from that article. Okay, here's the top manufacturing SEO agent. Let me guess. First Page Sage gonna come out on top. Came out on top. Where is First Page Sage located? Gotta go all the way to the end of this article to find out. San Francisco, 50 to 200 employees. All right. Actually, let's see if they have. Do they have like a little criteria for what makes somebody a good manufacturing SEO agency? I think I found their leadership experience and score, years founded. Okay, whatever. Average score, median employee turnover. GO. Okay. Notable clients. Experience with high level manufacturing clients. I kind of feel like that should be 50% of the entire thing. Founder led, year founded, founder led. Average review score, median employee tenure, offers GEO. Yes, no, 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 no. Wait, they just went ahead and chose themselves competitors that not a single one offers GEO. That's insane. Media references, 770 media references. That's what they're claiming. Good job. Okay. Notable clients. Okay. Well, it'd be nice if they gave like a score. Anyways, that's cool. They got the notable clients lists that are in manufacturing for each of these. Number one manufacturing SEO agency. So it'd say where, no. Okay, so you have to go through each one of them to figure out. Okay, that's interesting. Let's just see if there's any other ones that I wanted. The primary position. Um, I'm expecting that I can spend about 3 seconds on this article, so I just wanted to see. YEAT. I don't know. I've been reading a lot of these sorts of articles where they like profess to understand things on a deeper level, like based on the training of LLMs, for example, or LLMs are not scanning your bio for the, I'm not sure you're right about that because you know how easy it would be for me to add EEAT into the functioning of an LLM. I could do it. If I can do it, then OpenAI can do it, and Google can do it. So just telling me that that's not how LLMs are trained, and like no, I could 100% uh, make LLMs factor EEAT into their reg responses. I should tweet that. I should tweet that, but I don't really. Fine, I'll tweet it. Fine, asshole. Make me tweet shit. How do you spell pseudo? Oh, okay. I done did tweet that. Where were we? Fine. I'll read the Julian Goldie one. Let's check out the Julie one. Let's check it out twice over, apparently. Wait, what? I keep clicking on the wrong one. Time to close some tabs. So this article is basically just linked to his video. So take a topic and put it in Notebook LM, and then put it in the Canvas editor of ChatGPT and make it into a blog post. Then paste it into Gemini 3 and ask it to fact check the article and replace outdated information with live data from Google. Okay, okay, okay. That's just stuff that like I would have done anyways, assuming that the final result is worth it, which is truly the question. Okay, so we have an article about GEO by a Taiwanese company. The schema help with LLMs. I'm pretty sure I already read this, and I should really just get rid of it. What to do if you get banned? I don't know what to do with these Chinese ones. And honestly, my whole point in coming on here was to process these Chinese ones because, to be honest, it's a lot easier than it is. It's a lot easier on the computer than it is on my phone. But what other? Oh, this is the one that I really splurged on this. This is expensive shit right here. It's really not though. Like compared to the U.S., this any bar of chocolate in the U.S. is more expensive than this was. Absolutely any bar of chocolate. I feel like I skipped over the whole desperation thing earlier. There's a lot more to be said for the desperation. I mean, if you're really putting everything into your company, then you're either succeeding or in desperation. You know, you shouldn't be. If you never get angry, you're not even trying. If you never get desperate, not even trying. Like you shouldn't be too proud to beg. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Like if I was like, oh, I'm trying to start this company, but at the same time, I'm looking for a side job, a backup plan, blah blah. Then there's no need to be desperate. But that means you're not really trying. So it's tempting to be like, well, I'm in Taiwan. I should be happy. Why would I want to come here and then just be desperate and depressed and angry? It's like, yeah, because those are the feelings of starting a company when you're not succeeding. And if you don't have those feelings, you're not going to succeed because you're not even fucking trying. Which again is not doesn't apply to people that are starting a company in like a field in for a decade or something like that. Because they know what they're doing and they know how to do it. 为什么网站没有流量正在变成常态? I feel like I'm supposed to translate this. Is that a good idea? I mean, if I have to translate this, then shouldn't I translate everything I do in English to Chinese? Why is it becoming normal for websites to get no traffic? Um, so the misconception is that if you're ranked number one, you'll get lots of traffic. But guess what? They're taking up 80% of the front page with things that are not you with AI. And if the AI is not you, then it's not giving you traffic. And actually, even if it is you, it's not necessarily giving you traffic. And it's just talking about how to get listed in AI, which is pretty standard issue uh, for an SEO agency to be talking about. All right. Okay. So that is standard issue SEO article, GEO article about GEO from an SEO company. It just happens to be in Chinese. Other than that, it is extremely standard issue. What is entity SEO? That's this article over here. Looks like I closed the article, closed the tab that I was sharing. So let me do that. So we got entity SEO, Hong Kong, B2B SaaS, setting up a website for Hong Kong B2B SaaS, 企业级 Enterprise SEO 解决方案. Okay. Let's just take a look at this and see. Let's compare it to the English a second ago. How do you handle that your marketing team has a low effectiveness? And do better with with AI. 什么是野级 SEO? What is enterprise SEO? What is the difference between SEO and man? Did they just straight up steal this article from the other one? I should really go look. Seems like it's a lot shorter, but sometimes it can be tricky because Chinese is just more condensed. All right, I should get rid of that. I really don't need it. Anyways, this is another Taiwan one. So the reason this is interesting is because it's a Taiwanese company, Jianguo. If it wasn't a Taiwanese company, then I wouldn't find this to be remotely interesting at all. Why you have to understand All right. I don't know. All right. This is just about 为什么同样的服务，各家行销公司的报价差这么多？If they're giving the same service, why do they have such different prices? SEO 优化的费用为什么这么贵？Why is SEO so expensive? Are ad auctions, I think, worth it? Can I get a tax receipt for the SEO services? Okay. I don't know what I was expecting from that, and I don't know if I got it, but took a look, and it doesn't seem to be anything I really feel strongly that I have to. SEO. Okay, this is Leon Online. This is going to be the last one I look at here. Google AI mode 是什么? Okay. Okay. All right, I'm done with that. So here we have 15 SEO companies from Taiwan, right? G 可数据行销. They don't provide a link. That's wild. They do not provide a link. So let's search for it and see whether or not it's even a real company. Maybe they're just making things up. Definitely not making things up. It is an internet marketing service in Taipei. Let's go to their website. Inbound Asia. If I already made a full demo for them, I wouldn't even be surprised. That's how things be going for me. I make full demos for people and then I just forget that they even exist. Let's see whether or not their website is a. Oops, that's not right. I don't think this is a WordPress website. It is a WordPress website. Holy moly. Inboundmarketing.com.tw. Digit Spark. This is their LinkedIn. Digit Spark. Taipei. Sure. Can I I'll just do whatever you tell me to do. 50, more than 50 employees. That's pretty sick. Okay. What did I decide on my criteria? Here's my skeleton entry criteria that I decided on this morning. And by decided, I mean wrote down. I didn't actually put any thought on this. The number of employees, according to LinkedIn, the name of the founder's LinkedIn profile, and their case studies page. Interesting. So let's take a look and see if we can find case studies for these guys. Yeah, I'm not seeing any case studies. This is, I did go away from their homepage. Oh, this is not the homepage. Here's a place where you can apply for a job. Very useful to me. Let's go back to their homepage and see whether or not. Here's their professional team. Free. There's the team. James Chun, that's the CEO. Is he the guy in the middle? No, he's the guy standing next to the guy in the middle smiling. Okay. Because that guy in the middle looks like he's been putting up with everybody's bullshit and he's just used to it. So that tells me founder. Uh, Lee Chung. Lee Chung. Are these? I can't tell whether or not these things right here are case studies. Are these case studies? These are case studies. Yes. You know, you'd think that see if I can get back to their like Google Business Review page and take on the reviews. Because if you think about it, there should be like a match between the case studies and the reviews, right? Like if somebody gave you if somebody was big enough to be worth making a case study on them, then shouldn't they have left you a review? 14 hours ago. Tiffany Wong, Sandy Wong. Questionable. Burger Lawrence just gave them 1 star 3 years ago with absolutely no explanation. I'm going to report this review for. Am I allowed to do that? It took 3 extra seconds to help this company. That's probably not going to take 3 seconds to even talk to me. Not even going to say anything. You're not going to give any explanation for 1 star. Maybe it was an act who didn't even. Maybe somebody didn't even try to leave. Like maybe they were just like looking through Google Maps and somehow accidentally ended up leaving a 1 star review for this company that they've never even associated with in any way. Anyways, yeah. So my theory that there should be like a match between the case studies and a match between the case studies and uh, the reviews is totally wrong. Favorite restaurant spot here in Hualien because I just am curious now. Now I'm curious. I don't know what is happening. Google Maps. I'm simply trying to look up Mado. Right. I see. It's trying to tell me how to go from Mado to Hualien, which is not the plan at all. Let's just zoom in and try to. Okay, how do we find this here? First of all, can we close this crap right here? There we go. Okay. Secondly, that's what we want. We want the rail station. Everything in this place is in relation to the rail station. Now, if I'm walking along the rail station, like so, I believe it is on this road. We'll see if any restaurants pop up here. Huh. Hmm. Oh, there's Haozhongdian. Oh, but that's inside of the thing, inside of the station. I think, yeah, if that's where Haozhongdian is, then I should keep going because we have not gotten far enough yet. Uh, the car rental place? Oh man, why is this city so confusing to me? This seems about right. I feel like this is about where it should be, right around here. What are you? What are you? Countryside breakfast. What are you? Hmm. Right. Okay. All right. I give up. I don't know if I can find that. I need to. Okay. Anyways, so um, that's cool. I should add these. I'm gonna add these to my thing, I guess. But I'm just physically uncomfortable. I need to get off of this stool for a second. Um, right. And I'm not 100% sure what I'm doing in this directory. So the idea behind the directory is get an idea, just that, the thing I said, but then, I can put that in a document. It doesn't even matter. A list just of Taiwan companies and just some very basic information about them, but then it should also be in the chatbot so that I can pull it up. And then there should be like chatbots for some of them. And then I need to make that into videos, which can serve as demos. And then I need to contact them. And I need to not complicate that process so that I can get it done, like today, ideally. If I get some done today, that would be ideal. Anyways, maybe I will come back and work on that in a bit.